You guys, let me let you in on a secret. Inflation doesn't exist. And I honestly wish this year at some point we can get to a point where we stop indulging in conversations that really don't propel us in the direction we're wanting to go. Like inflation, recession, things being too expensive. I don't even use these words. It costs too much. Like I feel that that's a way, or that's a mindset, and I don't want to partake in that, especially if my goal is prosperity, increased territories, generational wealth, um, abundance. Like the two don't go hand in hand. Can we talk about this? Honestly, these two concepts don't fit well together. They're on the opposite end of the pendulum, right? They're on the opposite side. So honestly, just looking back at my life again, I realized I had more than enough in times where I felt that I didn't. And I had to really sit down and dive deep into my finances, where my money is going, because believe it or not, those little things add up, and that's really what's just making us feel like we don't have enough. And guys, I have to talk about this because I know manifestation is a big thing right now. And I'm all for it. At first I was against it because I didn't understand it, but now like I'm open-minded, and knowing that we actually manifest things every day, through our thoughts, through our words, I highly recommend that you guys stop speaking this way, especially if you want financial freedom and abundance in your life. It's really causing resistance. It's causing resistance. And the more you talk about something, you're telling the frequencies, you're telling, the vibrations that I always want to be in this position of wanting, right? Instead of being in the present and saying, I have everything I need right here, right now. Like I honestly won't partake in those type of conversations. I don't watch videos where people are talking about, inflation, or just giving me a poverty mindset, because I honestly know that they're never going to move. They're never going to do the work, right? They're never going to do what they need to do to position themselves to receive all it is that they want and need. So it can just easily gravitate to you. Like it's really that easy. And with that being said, I know it can lower my frequency in other ways. Like someone who talks about, being broke or not having enough all the time suffers in a way from, and what I mean suffer is a lack of gratitude, right? You can't be happy with where you are right now, because instead of finding a way to avoid living check to check, cutting out things that you really just don't need temporarily, they'd rather get into a group and magnify the fact that you don't have enough. Like, it's pointless to me. Guys, please don't go down this rabbit hole. It's so easy to get into, this mindset of I can't, I don't, I woulda, I coulda, I shoulda, and not making any moves that is going to position you, that's going to serve you in a manner that you want to be served. So what I recommend is actually sitting down one day, going over your finances, going over the things that are necessities, and cutting out the things that you really don't need right now. Honestly, it's not the government's fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's my duty to go out here, get the information, apply the information, take action, and then reap the benefits. We're not putting ourselves in positions, and that's what's giving us this feeling that, it's almost of entitlement, like feeling like you are owed something when you didn't do the work, you didn't do the knowledge, the research, you don't have the skill set to put you in a position to make more money, right? We have to, and listen, no one's going to create that opportunity. You have to create that opportunity. With that being said, guys, listen, we all have our different struggles. My takeaway is to be happy with where you are right now. Live in the moment, in this present moment. You don't have to be delusional. Delusional is being a lie, is living a lie, but you're in an illusion, right? You're in an illusion. It may feel or seem like you don't have enough because you've been programmed and conditioned. You've been conditioning yourself to believe this lie all of this time. But there is more than enough for all of us. The problem is we're not asking for it, right? We're complaining, we're getting on platforms, we're having these discussions, these group messages, going back and forth about, the president not doing this. I wasn't raised with, this type of information. Schools need to teach us economics. No, you're an adult. You need to go get it. You need to figure out a way. Your smartphone shouldn't be smarter than you. Figure out a way. Get it done. It's just so simple. And I hate to see people in these situations because I can only, I can only have so much empathy, so much grace on a situation because I know a lot of people just sit around and complain all day. They just sit around and want things to fall into their lap versus putting themselves in the room, in the right room, putting themselves in the right conversations, putting themselves in the right places to get what it is that they want out of life. Instead of saying this is expensive or this costs too much or this is too high, just say it's not in my budget right now, right? Like, stop saying, oh, I wish I could give, but I don't have enough. Give what you can. That's what matters. Like, even if it's $1, you have enough. Give a prayer. Cast a spell. Say loving words. One of the first things that I began doing to set myself up for financial freedom was cutting out habits that are no longer necessary. So that would be me drinking, clubbing, smoking. It was networks that, I was signed up for all these streaming services and I barely watch TV. So it was like my kids only watch TV at night. They're gamers. So it was really unnecessary. Those things add up to like, Hulu, not just one TV. I have 3 children, so that's, several TVs that I have to pay for. Hulu, Netflix, Philo. It was just too much and unnecessary. The second thing that I did to position myself, right, to get out of these areas of saying, I can't afford, I don't have enough, credit. You need to get your credit together. And guys, comment below if you want me to send you or share with you the individual who helped me get my credits together for free. I didn't have to pay anything. I just had to simply watch her videos, educate myself, and do the work. And this is not only for your personal credit, but also your business credit. So just comment credit if you want that information. And then lastly, of course, you got to stop talking the way you're talking. You got to stop saying things and that don't align with where you are wanting to be in life. So I would never say, I don't have enough money for this car. That just is something that I don't resonate with. But what I would say is, this is not the best time for me to make that purchase. Ooh, you see how I did that, girl? Yes. So we got to get into a habit, right? We got to get into a habit of speaking better about our lives, about ourselves. And I honestly am going to tell you, it's going to do wonders in your life. It's going to do wonders in your life. So take heed. If not, continue to talk about being broke. But guys, I do apologize. I did so many shorts yesterday, but I did not have time to upload my video as normal because, I had to do my hair, and then I had to do other hair, and it's Sunday and just preparing for the week, and my son is still celebrating his birthday party with his friends and all these things. So he's just like his mom. He's still celebrating Capricorn things. But anywho, try to work on these habits and make it have fun with it, right? Have fun with growth, with the process. Don't get in your head over this. It is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. Give it 6 months to a year, but get the ball rolling. If not, then you're just on the other side of the pendulum, and you know what that feels like. All right, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you so much for tuning in.